Is Chet Holmgren's pasty white skin actually blinding the referees? Possibly. A lot of people have been saying, OKC, they get a favorable whistle, and, I agree. I'm not going to try to have my own opinion here, totally on your side. But maybe we're not considering the possibility that the refs they're just having trouble seeing. I've been actually looking into it a little bit. So did you know that the average age of active NBA referees is approximately 46 to 56 years old? While earlier reports suggest around 46, the later ones, like such as 2025, they actually indicate it's around 56.68 years old. 56? Kind of unk status. If they're that old, could it be like a sight issue? Could it be a hearing issue? Could it be a movement issue? These are things we got to consider if we're going to be fair to the old zebras out there. So I was thinking, what could cause old people to have trouble making good decisions, which clearly they've been struggling recently? Old adults often make poor decisions due to a combination of cognitive decline, physical health issues, emotional stress, and biological changes in the brain. Key factors include dementia or Alzheimer's, diminished executive function, frontal lobe decline, loneliness, fear of losing independence, and medication side effects. These changes affect risk assessment and memory. Very interesting. So a lot of different cognitive ability issues when you get older, but generally, they seem to be moving pretty well, given the benefit of the doubt. And there are lots of old people who are perfectly smart, capable. Cognitive ability is great. So what's going on? I researched, do flashbangs actually cause cognitive decline? Yes, actually. Flashbangs can cause cognitive decline, particularly through repeated exposure to their blast pressure waves. While designed to be non-lethal, the explosive shockwave can cause concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries, leading to memory problems, reduced attention, and long-term structural brain damage, similar to combat-related trauma. Now that is really interesting. So we got flashbang, we got cognitive issues. They exist in tandem. What could be very similar to a flashbang? Maybe looking at Chet Holmgren. I'm able to do it. You're probably able to do it. But we're only watching from a screen. And even the people who get to watch these games live, can you imagine a flashbang and it's like that far away? Boom. Whoa. Big flashbang. Imagine if it was right here. Imagine if it was up in your face. Imagine 7 foot whatever of flashbangs. How would you ever be able to make any right calls? So therefore, the refs likely looked too quickly at Chet Holmgren, and it actually partially blinded them to the point where they're just having to trust purely what they hear. Now, if you ever watched OKC, you would notice that Shea, every time he drives, he makes a noise. He makes some sort of like, oh! It's a pretty good impression. Oh, Crody. I can't do a Canadian accent, but he's doing something. The refs probably just hear that. I have big ears. I can hear pretty well. Imagine you're just chilling, can't really see, flashbang, and all of a sudden you hear, oh! You'd be like, oh, shoot, I better help this guy out. Free throws for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They probably were confused and think every time that they hear that noise that somebody slaughtered him, better give him the free throws. That makes sense. Now, what happened recently against Phoenix? Alex Caruso just straight up told the ref to call a tech on Devin Booker, and he actually did it. Maybe he just trusts Alex Caruso. I don't know. I mean, I've never had a ref just blindly trust something I say, but in this case, the refs are actually blind. So what's the solution? We need to give the refs some sort of shades to protect them from the pale skin. I could probably cook up a product myself. I'll just need to reach out. My Instagram down below. Socials, hit me up. I got you. A little thing called sunglasses. Let me know. Could make some custom ones too. We can. I'll give him a call. I'm friends with everybody, so we'll be good. Is this why the reffing has been so bad for OKC? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. What do they say? I'm just asking questions. So yeah, leave that to y'all. Let me know what you think. Peace out.